I have a topic I actually want to address, and I don't even know how to begin addressing it because it's so multi-layered and it's so there's so much of a so many problems going on here with this way of thinking, and it's on a channel, and I usually don't like bringing up names, but there's really not much else I can do except bring up names. It's on this channel, that a man by the name of Westcott Loudon created called Enlighten. It is sometimes called Enlighten University. And on this channel, there's this guy, and he tries, taking all this ancient history and all these, different traditions and all these different ways of thinking, and he tries to bring them together. And, you know, uh, in a way, that sounds like a good idea. At first glance, that might actually sound like it's a good idea, but, you know, I don't know how to put this in any other way. Because I don't have that, sort of documentary way of speaking about things in quite the same way he does. But in certain, teachings, certain advanced occult teachings, it is recognized quite clearly that not all altered states of consciousness are equally relevant or equally valid. And there is a channel that is linked largely, it's based on metaphysics, and it's based on some of the, these ideas in the yoga lineage that explore the idea that there's a mystic constitution of man, and there is sort of there is like a physic there's laws, essentially, and these laws are sort of what govern one's ability to become enlightened. And what has become increasingly clear to me on this guy's channel is, he definitely doesn't like rules, and he definitely likes to break things out of their boxes, and he likes to he claims to be the kind of guy who knows how to break the rules and stuff, and you go to his channel, and I mean, he is absolutely doing terrible. He's talking about all this miserable stuff, talking about how human sexuality evolved, talking about stuff like, the secret garden, and talking about stuff like sex at dawn and all this type of, extremely negative, stuff that obviously, if anybody studied the mystic constitution of man, they would know this is a lower astral aspect of of man that is oftentimes awoken by these lower, I guess you could say, astral entities. Essentially, according to the teachings of the of advanced mysticism, what these things like LSD and, uh, weed and things like ayahuasca and things like this do is that they get you in a negative trance, as it's referred to, which is not the same thing as a positive trance. A negative trance is very lucid, it's very open, it might seem more enlightened to the blind eye, but it does the opposite of what a positive trance does, in that it actually is is taking you below the conscious instead of above the conscious. And I'm going to have to make a part 2 to this video, otherwise it's not going to work.